Hello and welcome to the Salty Doodle Show. I'm your host, Chris. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. On today's episode, I'm just going to do a quick video on the squirrel issues we've been having. In another video, I talked briefly about the squirrel problem, but I'll show you what I got to kind of remedy the problem. So far, it's been working. So without further ado, let's make it happen, Captain. Okay, guys, so let's discuss the squirrel problem I've been having. So show you here. So here's my tank, gas tank, and I don't know if you can kind of see it. I'll zoom in there a little bit, but you kind of see right above where I have this wire taped up and crimped up. You'll see some chew marks right there. So there was a lot of plastic laying in the bottom of this little compartment here. I noticed was the tachometer sender here wire was chewed in half because it's just obvious to me and like what. So I crimped that back together, taped it up, whatever, got that all fixed back up. I did take the boat out since then. It's been working fine. And I don't see any kind of other problems, like it didn't chew through the tank, luckily, because that is some very hard plastic. But that's the damage they have done. I'm kind of thinking they probably got scared away at some point, so they didn't sit up there and make a meal out of this thing. But as you can see, gas lines exposed. All these wires are exposed. The throttle cable and the steering cable all exposed. Everything is exposed. It's tie wrapped somewhat neatly in there, I guess you can say. Not to my standard, but that's what they did. So my fix here, and I'll go with the spray first. So this is $9 on Amazon. Squirrel repellent. It's some kind of hot pepper type of spray. Has a very strong smell of hot peppers when you're spraying it. And all I do, they do require you to shake it up good, which I do. And then it just has the spout where you turn it off or spray. And I just spray everything like that. And you don't really want to be standing downwind of this stuff because it will make you cough very badly, as I found out. But in any case, you just spray it up as best you can, and it dries fairly quick. So it'll dry, and you'll have this smell of hot pepper. And I wouldn't say it's any worse, really, than getting some kind of a sub with hot peppers on it. I don't, I mean, you smell it, you know it's there, but it's not overwhelming. You couldn't sit on this swim deck and have a good time, or be, at a sandbar and be standing here at the motor. And, again, you smell that little bit of smell, but it's not overwhelming that you can't be here. And then as the days go on, it gets a little less and less and less. So I have used this on a Friday, sprayed it all up on a Friday, went out to a sandbar on Saturday, and you can kind of smell, again, that slight smell. I used the boat all day, came back, Sunday came back to get the boat again, and you can smell still that hot pepper smell. So again, not overwhelming, but it lasted throughout the day, and this actually fills pretty much with water here, because they have the washover from the engine sometimes and whatever, and I try to prevent that, but this does fill with water. So, it survived the being submerged in water, so that's kind of something. But anyway, so, and then the other research I have found on the squirrel issues with boats is that try to have multiple layers. So obviously this is not in some kind of engine compartment, which some of these other boats have engine compartments. It doesn't really have one. So there's really no way to close this off. So what you could do, this is a flexible conduit. It's actually split down the whole way, and it just grips over top the wire like this. That's just a spare conduit from the helm. But you can buy larger diameters and whatnot, and you just kind of cut your piece to length and clip over top of it. That kind of creates a layer. It's not very thick. I'm not sure if you can get kind of a different gauge to the conduit like you can, but I haven't had this problem in probably 8 weeks. So I just kind of been staying with the spray. But if it continues, like if I come back here tomorrow, for say, and it happened, then I will explore other options, and I definitely will go that route. But I could at least bundle these up, and then your gas line and your cables here, steering and throttle. don't know what you would really do with that. I guess you could do the same thing, but there's, I don't know. I don't know if that would work or not. But at least you could do it here. And then I was also thinking maybe some kind of plexiglass here I could put across here from end to end. They'd probably have to do a little cutout there to keep the wires above it. Maybe something like that, and I can just use some kind of spring-loaded clamps or something like that to temporarily lay it up here, and then maybe somehow have a piece that slides up in here or something, or I can do something, plexiglass here and cut out for these items. I don't know. That's really all I can come up with. So if anybody else has an idea, maybe I was thinking maybe a canvas cover, but they'll get up under it. That won't stop them. So I don't know, maybe something forged here. Somebody has an idea, let me know. But when I did research, I couldn't really find boaters have the problem, but don't really seem to have a way to fix it. So this is really the only humane way I can find. I am in a storage facility, so it's not like I can do other means of getting rid of these squirrels. But anyway, that's what I've been using, and it seems, again, to be working. There's mixed reviews about it, but it has worked for me. So I'm just going to leave it there. And then, like I said, if I have other issues, I will explore other means of trying to make layers to prevent that squirrel from doing any more damage. So that's kind of what I came up with, just a mixture of things that people have done and kind of, tailor it to your situation. Every boat's different. So hopefully you like this content. Hopefully it helped out. If you like this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see some other videos that I have posted, I try to come out with videos frequently as I can. I do have a full-time job, so it's a little challenging at times, but I try to get things out there. And I'm by no means an expert, but it's just, trial and error, and may work for me, may not work for you. And we can kind of share all that content and hopefully come up with a solution to help everybody. So until next time, stay salty, my friends.